YouTube's World and World Development, and this is my 168th weekly update. First and foremost, I want to give a special shout out to Alan Colley and everybody else who gave him a hand. I had a wonderful time last weekend at Florida's Strongest Man, and to dive a little bit deeper into that subject, it was awesome. Like I said, it was a great time. I went there primarily to watch the show, and also additionally, but not really less importantly, to support my friend Nate, who did end up winning Florida's Strongest Man for the 231 class. It was a great show. Started around 10:30, ended by 3. I think it was even over by like 2:45 technically. I think we actually left at 3 to go grab a bite to eat, which was awesome. We went over and the whole crew there basically just took over Ale House, which is just awesome. Just sitting around, just gabbing strongman, just, you know, the camaraderie between those competitors is second to none in any sport. I truly believe that. You know, everybody's trying to win, but everybody also wants the other person to do better too. It's every strongman says it, and you don't really quite believe it or understand it until you see it. And I've seen it multiple times, so it was once again a great time. Mike Della Pava from the Battle Axe Gym down in Miami was emceeing this year once again, which I swear to God, you know, he's the best MC. He's funny, he knows his shit, and he makes sure the crowd has a good time. He makes sure the competitors know what's going on. You know, it's just, you know, and I can't speak highly enough of Alan for putting on another great show, well organized, no equipment malfunctions. If you want to hear more about this, check out my podcast that I do, the Creative Hangout podcast, with my good friend Josh and my other good friend Handro, who's one of my training partners. I dove pretty deep into my experience at this year's Florida's Strongest Man on that podcast. The link to that is in the description below. I believe it was episode 69. We also donated some toys too. Nate and I both did. And just seeing that giant, it's the only way to describe it is a pile of toys that people came to donate for, I believe Toys for Tots. I'm not exactly sure which organization it was for, but Alan and, you know, Mike and everybody who was involved with that show, I know for a fact they always make sure that they're doing something for a good cause. You know, it's not just lifting big weights and trying to grow the sport. It's also trying to, you know, support the community and, you know, show that we're, you know, strongmen are good people. I don't want to say we, because, I mean, I almost consider myself strongman, but I'm not quite there yet. So, you know, once again, great show. Had a hell of a time. If you're in the area next year, I highly, highly recommend you go check it out. That's all I have to say about that. Now, training this week, I am on more of a bench-oriented program in that I've gone to benching 3 times a week no matter what, and it usually involves some sort of back work afterward or tricep work afterward. And it's working. Consistently bigger numbers. 1 PR this week, 5 pounds. I'm at like 285 now as a 1 rep. Most notably, what I'm noticing is the lower high weights, if that makes sense. Lower high for me anyway. So like the 260s, they're starting to move faster off my chest. You know, 260, 265, that sort of thing. Whenever I touch those numbers again, they're starting to not kind of make me shake so much. It's just moving a lot smoother, which is what I'm looking for. Obviously, I'm looking for a bigger number, but if the lower, bigger numbers are getting easier, that's also, I consider that a win. I have been dealing with some interesting shin pain for the last week or so. It's gotten better over the last couple days. I've been staying up late, honestly, icing them, like 40 minutes on, 10 minutes off, 20 minutes off, whatever, you know, that kind of thing, basically until the ice melts in the ice packs I make, and just doing that over and over until 12 or 1. Which has honestly significantly impacted my ability to live. Is that the word I'm looking for? Yeah. Nevertheless, it's been helping a little bit with the pain. Squats were just fucking just hell. No two ways about it. I mean, I went for, a number that I normally should get no problem, and it was just like, I ended up dumping it because it's just, being in the bottom and generating force hurts so much that it just dropped me, Angry at myself, yes, because part of getting stronger is pushing through the pain, but at the same time, I don't exactly know what's wrong. I don't think it's an injury, because again, I said it's getting better, and I don't want to make it worse. I don't want to exacerbate it. I want it to get better by using it, not make it worse by using it too much. So, all that being said, it is feeling better, and looking forward to getting back to normal squatting next week. I believe, squatting today. We'll see how it goes. And I'm excited to finally have a Saturday of training. I've missed, sporadic Saturdays here or there, so I'm very excited to finally run the yoke and farmers again, assuming I can do the farmers or the yoke with the way my fucking shins feel. We'll just have to play it by ear. So one more big announcement would be the fact that I have given my word to Mike Della Pava down there at the Battle Axe that I will be competing in Miami, or at Miami, in Miami's Baddest Man. Or if he decides to change the name of it, I don't think he will, but regardless, I will be competing down in Miami. I believe April is the tentative date, so I'm excited to enter my first competition. I've made the official decision to do it. The real question is, do I enter in it as a novice or as a weighted, as an open class? I think I'm just going to go in novice just because the weights for the 200s, which is what I could probably get to, and still keep strength. The weights for that are still just a little far out of my reach. My number one goal for this competition is going to be not zeroing any events. I don't give a shit what place I come in. I don't care if I get dead last in each one, as long as I get points of some kind in each event, If it's a carry, I want to finish the course. If it's a deadlift, I want to at least get one rep, that kind of thing. And so, I'm looking forward to that. And if you're not looking forward to that, then what's your excuse?